Okay, so I am back. So I am going to go ahead and use the garlic bread. Alright, so before anything I want to, it's going to be weird, but I'm going to mash it down. It's still a little frozen. And mash it down and mash the other side down. You might think it doesn't do much, but it does. So after I do that, let me wash my hands really quick because I don't want any garlic flavor in my hands. Alright. Now that I have washed my hands, I'm going to come back and I'm going to use my scissors. Now, I'm going to cut this way, just like little snaps in there, and that will soften our bread a little bit and let some of those flavors, the cheese and the meat and everything else go in there. So you could do this with regular bell pepper instead of the jalapeno peppers. It depends on your taste, if you like spicy or not. I like spicy, so I do with the peppers. Okay, so first we're going to add cheese to the bottom of both our bread. You can put as little or as much as you like. You only live once, so I put as much as I like. So I'm going to go ahead and add our cheese, like I said, as much as you like. Alright, after the cheese, I want to add my meat. And you can put it any way you want it. I choose to just go ahead and put it diagonally here. Just like a little bit. You're going to do both sides the same, so, you know, you're just going to make it flip over and you're going to have all this deliciousness of meat in there. So here we go. This side we're going to do the same. We're going to add more meat. And my meat, I heavily coated it with fresh ground black pepper. Alright, so we got our meat on there, nice and neat. A little bit of cheese on the bottom here, so we're going to go ahead and just sprinkle that right on top. Whatever fell on the bottom. There we go. Some back here. Not too much, so we're going to just... Okay, so we're going to just lightly sprinkle with a little more cheese. Lightly. Just lightly, see? Lightly sprinkle. Just so it will catch onto our onions. So now remember, these are frozen, so they are going to wet a little bit of our steak. But our steak is like really, really... So you want to... Really good. So you want to like do the onions like that, like scatter them a little bit, one onion like this. In between our onions, we're going to add our jalapeno. Okay, a little more onion to this one. If they're not full, just make them like all the way across. Okay, so, I got another piece of meat. Let's add it to right there. Okay, so now we're going to add jalapenos right in between our onions. Okay. Now we're going to add some cheese right on top, and then we're going to bake it. I'm sorry, yes, we're going to bake it as the package directs it. For about the first 5 minutes to get it nice and crusty on the outside. And when it's nice and crusty on the outside, we're going to put it over the broiler and add a little, right now, we're going to add a little more cheese. Once we put it over the broiler, oh, it's going to be so amazing. Now, as you've noticed, I am not going to put them together. This is going to be a snack. So when it's done, I am going to slice it on the bias like little crostinis. But they're going to be pepper steak, pepper and onion steak, crostini deliciousness. All right, we'll be back.